Well, hello, how are you, Christina? She's Christina, and here we are to show you the gypsy thread routine. She's going to help you. So, I have here a little box. I have something very special. It's one of the most important inventions in the world, and it's here in this box. And it's incredible. A thread. Yep. The gypsy thread routine. This is an ancient trick that is about a piece of thread cut in pieces and then restore it, okay? But I'm not going to do it. I will help you to do it, and you will do the magic, okay? So, very clean and very clear. Let's take a long piece of thread, like this. Please, Christina, chuck, cut it. Yeah, perfect. And now, do this like, bam, tearing the thread in pieces, like that. Perfect. And again, and again, and again. I help you here. And chan, chan, chan. Very clean, very clear. All the pieces crazily tear and breaking. Everything like that. Yeah, clear like water. And please, Christina, just grab like some pieces like this with 2 fingers like this. Okay, and another piece like this. And make a ball like this, okay? And take another one, and take this, okay? And this one. Yeah, take all of them and make a ball. Take this one, and this one, and that one. I don't want to touch. And so you are gonna do everything. Here you will see everything. And take all the pieces like this. And what you can do here, make like a tiny ball with all the pieces of thread. Yes? Okay. And put it exactly in the middle of the mat. Oops. Not exactly, sorry. No, don't grab it, like here, perfect. Now, it's in the perfect position to do the magic. So, you take all the pieces, right, you make a ball, and here we are. Now, let's do the magic together. Let's try to imagine that we can restore the thread, okay? So, at the count of 3, we are gonna blow on the pieces, and they will restore. Let's try, yeah. 1, 2, 3. Look at that! Yeah. I think, no, not yet, now. Yes, it's restored, I think. Look, something in my hands? Nothing. You take the pieces, right? You make a ball, yes, and you put it there. Did I touch? No. Look. What's going on? A little tiny here, like this. And, oh, maybe not. Maybe it didn't work. Or maybe yes. Please grab here. Yes. And like this. And like this. And like this. And look at this, ladies and gentlemen. The thread completely restored. Yeah. And incredible. Yeah. It's magic. Yes. You can applaud or or whatever. Yeah? This is the magic, friends. And let me tell you something. And to you too. Magic is about imagination. So if you have imagination, you don't need a thread anymore. Yeah.
Wow.
Let's imagine. Bye-bye. Ta-da! Wow. Hello and welcome to the explanation of the gypsy thread routine, El Hilo. In this routine, I've been working for many years, and my goal was to do the routine without touching or touching as less as possible, and I would like, in my imagination, that the spectators cut the thread and make like a mess on the table, because I would like to reach the idea of having a picture of chaos, and at the end, an image, a picture of the thread completely restored. So the contrast between the first image in this chaos situation and the last part of the trick with everything together and in a line, like in order, I thought would be a more contrast effect. And also, at that time, I was playing with the idea of mixing symbolic effects in one routine. That's why, at the end of the routine, after tearing the thread transformed in powder, in salt at the beginning, and now sugar, and I will explain to you later. This idea of symbolic connection is that the gypsy thread routine, somehow the metaphor of it is like death and come alive again. That's why at the end of the routine, somehow the thread is dying again. This is not, of course, what I transmit to the audience, because I don't want they fear the presentation of the routine. But inside, in the process of creativity, of creation, these kind of things helps a lot to connect things that in any other way couldn't be connected. This routine has some advantages that I would like to mention. First, the spectator makes everything, or at least that's what looks like. Second, the routine is resettable, can be done table by table, or can be repeated, and you don't have to prepare a spool with the ball and another spool and have like thousands of spools in your pocket. Third, the ending of the routine is, for me, is like a handle, is like something that makes people remember. It's like a hook for make people remember the routine. Also, and the most important thing in the routine, is a basting thread. This is there are many kind of basting threads, and this one is very white, so it can be seen from far away. And I like to put in a spool like this one, like old-fashioned vintage kind of spool that makes the beauty, the image, the design of the effect more personal. And this thread is not only very white, but also it breaks very easily. And this is important because if you do this routine, for example, for kids, you have to be careful if they cut, not to hurt their fingers. So the thread is very important to be white and easy to break. And the last prop that I like to use, is not necessary for the routine, is a small box where you can put inside the spool. And this is very useful because the extra ball of thread is gonna be, it will go inside this hole, and you can keep it inside the box and hide this, and you are ready for the routine. For the gypsy thread routine, you will need some candies. In Spanish, it's called tiza. And these candies are made from a company from Germany that is called Haribo. And they sell this kind of candy that has a pink part and a white part in the other side. So what you have to do is with a sharper, with an X-Acto, cut this candy, take the pink part out, and you will get these small square pieces, like this. So once you get these small square pieces, what you have to do is to push a little bit, to push, like this, to put it in a sphere shape. So you get the sphere shape, and this is placed in the pocket of the right trouser, right in the last edge of the pocket. In order to set up the thread, take a big piece of thread, long, like almost 2.5 meters, or more or less, like this. Break it, and now what you have to do is grab with your middle finger and thumb one end of the thread, like this. With the thumb forward the finger, so the tip of the thumb is a little forward from the finger. In this way, now we are going to prepare the thread in the 8 shape of Jacob Daly, Dr. Jacob Daly. So the thread in this position goes to the index finger, goes back to the thumb, to the nail of the thumb, and then to the tip of the thumb, like this. And then the finger and the thumb and the finger, first finger and thumb, first finger and thumb. All the time the same. Thumb and first finger, like this. And when you have like 1 pound of thread left, you stop there. Now, you have to touch the fingertips of the thumb and first finger, make like a ring with them, and push the thread like this to make a hole, like a circle with it. Now the circle is pushed in this way, and grab with the thumb and first finger again in the middle of this circle. And with the other thread, that is the long part of the thread, goes from back to front 1, 2, and 3 times around the thread. Now put all together like this, push a little bit, make like a bunch of thread, and again in the middle 1, 2, and 3. And then again all together, bend it in the middle, and 1, 2, and 3 again. And now put everything in your hand and make a ball with both hands, like this. For this routine, you need to hide the extra ball all the time. Actually, the palming of the ball is a very old palming technique that is in the ancient books, and it's this one that all magicians used to use in the caps and balls routines. So the ball goes right there. In this position, you can move the hands, you can shake hands with the audience, you can talk, you can do whatever you want, and you look really, really free, and that you are hiding absolutely nothing. And nobody will look at there if you are relaxed and your attitude is like nothing is happening. And you can do this, you can applaud, you can do whatever you want. The ball is going to stay there. You have to practice this to have the ball like for hours, and then the hand will relax, and you will never think about the palming here. The palming of the ball is made before the routine begins, or at least that people think that you are not going to do anything. For example, let's imagine we have the ball in the spool prepared like this, and we have the box. So we put the spool of thread inside, we close the box, we have this aside, we have nothing in the hands, no palming ball. We open the box and grab and take the spool in this way and show. Now you say, let's do some magic. Please take the spool of thread and take out like a piece of thread. And in that moment, you palm the ball in the fingers. Or, what I prefer is do this trick in the beginning of my session, and I just palm the ball right before the show is, I'm going to enter the place or the table or whatever. Also, if you perform in restaurant, you can do the gypsy thread with this version. You can do it table by table once and again. Because what you have to do for that is prepare many balls of thread and put them in the wallet, like this. So, you go with the spool in your pocket, and before going to the table, before reaching the table, you are going to take the ball and put it in the finger palm. Also, another idea is to use a fire wallet. So you can hide in the fire wallet many extra balls of thread, and you enter in whenever you want to do the routine, you open the wallet, the fire, and then close it, show that there is no fire and nothing wrong, and then when you close it, you grab the ball, the extra ball, you close the wallet, and in the meantime you are putting the wallet in your pocket, you palm the ball, the extra ball, right in the fingers. So, you start the routine with a ball of powder inside the pocket, with the extra ball palmed in the hand, and the spool here. You ask the person in your right to grab the end of the thread, and you take a long piece out, 1 and 2, like before. Now, you ask the spectator to cut, and they break the thread. This is important because they feel like there is nothing interesting or nothing tricky here. And now we say that she is going to make the trick, and that this is a very old trick, and you announce what is going to happen. We are going to cut the thread, and we are going to restore the thread. But she is going to do it. And that's what makes it more interesting. So, we do, explaining to her, we say, cut the thread in pieces like this. So she sees the first one, and she do the same with the other end. And we cut, and very important here, we tear the pieces and put them in this area on the table, far away from her, because we need this for the adding of the ball, the extra ball, for justification of it. So we cut it, we tear the thread and we put the pieces here, and she at the same time is tearing the thread and putting the pieces around here. In this moment, because it's a very weak moment, the moment of tearing the thread, we are talking and we are saying that she's going to do the trick, and she's going to restore the thread. We have the spectator here to our right, and we are going to take out the ball from the palm. To take out the ball from the palm, we point to one of the threads that we have in our left. And at the same time, with the thumb, we take out the ball. So the move of pointing is like, take some pieces like this, and we take out the ball, we let the ball fall to the fingertips, and grab one of the pieces, hiding the ball in the fingertips. This made in the position is like this. Take a piece like this one, for example, or anyone, and put it here like this. Okay? And now we have the ball hiding in the fingertips. So we asked her to take some of the pieces and make a ball. This is interesting because we are going to mix the pieces with the extra ball. But don't worry, because even if you don't believe it, the spectator is going to make the trick, is going to make the move. She is going to separate the extra piece from the small pieces. I will explain to you later. In one moment, we are making this ball, and we grab one of the pieces and another one, and we put these pieces in her fingers, in her hand. And we stress the spectator here a little bit, because we say, take this, and we give her all the pieces and the ball in the fingers, and we say, and this, and this, and this. Not letting her to think about if there is a bigger ball or a small, or this is what Arturo Ascanio was used to call theme misdirection. We are talking about something different. We are misdirecting the mind of the spectator and stress her not to think, oh, he gave me something here. Strange. Okay? So he's making the ball, and we give to her, we hand her the pieces. Like this. And she mix all the pieces in her hand. And at this moment, we ask her, you do this. And when the spectator does this, the real thing is that she is, by the pressure, she's separating the extra ball that is tighter from the pieces. And you can see here how they are more or less separated, like this. So they shuffle everything, they mix everything. She put this in the center, and I say to her, no, right in the center, and I move a little bit like this. This is like a joke, but it's the plot point of the routine between the chaos situation to the order situation. So, now, we go to the magic moment. So at the count of 3, we are going to blow, and magically, the thread is going to restore. They cannot believe that, because they saw she taking the pieces, making a ball, and putting there. There is no way of the thread has been changing or whatever. The real thing, we didn't change it still, but we added something, and we are going to take out something else. So, this moment, the magic moment, has to be intense, and you as a magician, I recommend to take your time and to have fun in this moment, blowing, believing in magic, believing that the thread is somehow moving and restoring, and that you can see, and you express that, you communicate the magic moment to them. Oh, yeah, oh, it's restoring, it's incredible. Oh, and the spectator is like watching, oh, no, I don't know, and the other is like, oh, it's real or not, but this is the strongest moment And I think in this nowadays that magic is very fast and we don't give the time for this moment of illusion. So in this routine, in the Gypsy Thread routine, take your time and have fun with the moment of illusion. And now we remember all the steps we took to come here, to this situation. So we say, you break the thread, and she says yes. You took all the pieces, and she says yes. You make a ball with it, and she says yes. And you put it here on the table. She says yes. And at that moment you ask her, did I touch? In any moment, did I touch something? And she will say no, which is not true completely, because I gave her some pieces. But we gave her the pieces in a very weak moment. What Ascanio used to call the in-transit situation. The in-transit situation. It's a situation, what Ascanio used to call in-transit action. In-transit action are these actions that are made in a weak moment, and there is a strong action, weak action, and a strong action. So we point to the threads, she grabbed the threads, a strong action, we gave the ball, the extra ball with the pieces in a weak action, and we go to another pieces and gave to her. It's like giving her the pieces to take other pieces. So it's very difficult for her to remember that moment, that I touched at that moment, because the construction of psychologically the routine is very intense, it's very strong. So she says, no, you never touch. Perfect. Nothing in the hands. And now, if you see here, you can see the extra ball a little bit separated from the pieces. So the idea is to take all the pieces with the extra ball forward in the direction of the fingertips and the pieces in the direction of the body, like this. Now we press here. With the other hand, without hiding the ball, we grab the ball, the extra ball, and we take it out. And you will feel that the long and short piece that we let the ends are going to be connected to the pieces in the fingertips. And if you tear a little more, at one moment, the short end is going to take it out, and the other end is going to be connected to the pieces. So at this moment, you separate it and give this end to the spectator. And now, we ask the spectator to grab in the other end. And at this time, what we do is another in-transit action. We are going to take this end of the thread to touch the little ball. This is done not only because the image is better, but also because we need this hand to make sure the thread doesn't get tight and impossible to separate. And this hand helps very much in this moment, just in case something is not going perfect. So we do this, and then we do this, and we pass the pieces to the other finger. And then, like now, for example, I feel that it's impossible to separate the pieces. Somehow they have been connected or make a little note or something like that. So at this time, just don't push too much, because if you push too much, the thread is going to break. But just pinch with the fingertips the ball and pull it backward, and you will feel that it unconnect and the knot is released. And then you can separate them again. If it connects, if it gets another knot, do the same in this moment. And you can separate here, separate here, separate here. Also, at this moment, you are getting up. So when everybody's watching here in the ball of thread, because they still think that are pieces there, at that time you relax, and with these two fingers you grab from the pocket the candy, the sugar, a small piece. Okay, so you grab it and relax the hand, and then the effect. Bam. Here we stop, like a post effect pause. And then, after the applause, with the ball here in the hand, we take the thread, we thank you, we look at the audience, we take everything, and we take this and place in the hand and make a little ball. And without looking at the hands, we just pretend, but not even doing any move, just pretend to take it and putting the thread on the table. But the real thing is that the thread was hiding in the hand, and we put the candy in the center. In the center of the table, exactly as before. When we point, no, has to be in the center. So they know the situation again, and if the ball were here, the situation would be different, and the connection between one situation and the other would not be so good. But now, with this, you are relaxed, your attitude is relaxed, and people not even think if this could be something different than threats. So we relax, thank you very much, and then we finish with the words of just use your imagination. If you have imagination, you don't need any threat, like Dumbo, feather, sorry. So at this moment, very slowly, with the hand very open, we go from the top to down, pam, we take it out, and we put all the energy and all the ice here, and push the candy, slowly let it fall, all the powder, and at the end, when you have a little bit left in the hand, open like instantly, pam, so it boom, explode, pam, and that is like the period of the routine. The first time that the first record of the Gypsy Thread routine that I know is in the Discovery of Witchcraft book, in the Reginald Scott book, and there appears a very interesting version of it. After that, there is another book in Spanish, there is the Minguet book, where appears a very interesting version of it. But they don't explain very well exactly how to do the routine, so they say just change the ball for another ball. But could be the idea of having the ball, the extra ball, and the pieces apart, could be in that book. After that, the recent routines in the last decades, all of them has the ball of the thread attached to the spool, to the thread in the spool. And well, in this routine, it's interesting that question. Actually, the setup of the extra ball I took from one book that is called Pet Secrets of Al Baker. In that book, you will see a very interesting routine where he explains how to prepare in the 8-shape way. That is a Dr. Jacob Daly idea preparation. There are different preparations, and I like this one very much because it doesn't mess up during the routines. And I do this routine thousands of times, and never happened something like that, like make a knot or something like that. So I recommend this setup. There has been many great magicians doing this routine over the decades and hundreds of years. Actually, I recommend you to check out the Eugene Burger routine, where the presentation of it, how he suits the routine is absolutely great, or Rob Zabrecky one, or even many other routines that are absolutely awesome.